Commanders fans. I'm not gonna say what's good, Commanders fans. It's not great news. Terry McLaurin has requested a trade. But like I said, we've seen this before. My temperature hasn't really changed much. My heart rate hasn't changed at all. Like my heart rate is still the same right now because we just saw. So this offseason, you can count the people have requested a trade. Trey Hendrickson, they're going to get a deal done with the Bengals. Like Adam Schefter just said that they have the framework for a deal to get done. Myles Garrett wrote a whole letter about requesting a trade. Guess what? He stayed. He got paid $40 million. TJ Watt, I don't think TJ Watt requested a trade, but he had like contract negotiations and stuff like that. He ended up getting his contract. We've seen so many. Brandon Ayuk last year. Brandon Ayuk's situation was like, I'm not gonna say 2 times worse than this. It might have been because Brandon Ayuk was going on podcasts and he was on the Pivot podcast, and then he was posting stuff on social media, posting our practice stuff, doing the runarounds at the mall with Jaden Daniels. And then he named 3 teams that he would like to be traded to. Terry hasn't done anything near that at all. We've seen worse things, like Terrell Owens working out in his front yard. Like we've seen a lot of instances over the past decade or 20 years of players and their tactics of trying to get a contract. Now, they said they're not going to trade him. Like Diana Rossini, I know she's been wrong she's been more wrong than right. She said they're not going to trade him. Jeremy Fowler, Adam Schefter said they're not going to trade him under any circumstances. Now, teams have reached out, and I know the Patriots are willing to pay Terry McLaurin. They're willing to pay him $30 million, like off the rip. They wanted to pay Chris Godwin $30 million off the rip. So there are teams that are willing to pay Terry $30 million. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, I know Adam Peters wants to have good business and all this stuff and the standard and all that and not go to $30 million or whatever it is. And Cortland Sutton his contract clearly did not help Terry out. It does give Adam Peters a little bit more leverage. And the common denominator, or I would say the X factor in this situation, is Buddy Baker. Buddy Baker has been with Terry at almost every practice that Terry has been there. He's been there side by side, step by step, hip by hip. He's been next to Terry McLaurin. He's been talking to Terry McLaurin for 30 minutes, 40 minutes after practice and things like that. Like, what are you guys doing talking for 40 minutes at the practice for? Like, it's just an odd situation. We know the phony ankle injury for sure. The Eastern Motors commercial press conference talking about what he's done and all this stuff and why he deserves to get paid more money and stuff like that. So it's been an interesting situation. Like, I don't want to just dump and shiggity on the agent in Buddy Baker, but I think looking at this situation, like if you're being realistic, like what Adam Schefter said, I think Terry wants more than DK Metcalf. Like that's just out of the table. It is. I'm not gonna say Cortland Sutton controlled everything, his deal, but after that, asking substantially more money than DK Metcalf, you're not getting that. You're not. I don't think he's getting 33. I don't think he's getting 32 anymore. I think at best he can get 30 mil per year because he will be 31 when the deal kicks in. He will be 31 when the deal kicks in. And I think Terry's going to be great. Like, I think he's still going to be great at 31, 32, 33, or even at 34. I still think with Jaden Daniels being his quarterback, he'll still be capable of getting 1,000 yards a season at 34. I really feel like that's a very realistic thing, being with Jaden Daniels. So, yes, it's a tough situation. I want to see Terry get paid. I want to see him get his money. I want to see that happen, man. But I think 30 is fair, man. I don't know if I don't know how low Adam Peters is going. I don't know if he's offering 25. It's still a lot of speculation. It's a lot of speculation. And Jordan Schultz reported this. And Jordan Schultz has been the guy that has come out with all the information about Terry McLaurin in this situation. But I love Terry McLaurin, man. I love him. And this is it's a negotiation tactic. And I said this last time on Commanders Kings. I was like, if you really are putting your foot on the gas or all gas, no brakes on this contract situation, why have you not requested a trade? Why have you not used that tactic yet? And that was like, that was my reason for saying everything's going to be fine and work itself out. But what the Commanders can still do, which Terry's not going to set out a whole season like Hassan Reddick. Like, he's not doing that. You don't want it to get to that situation, but he's not going to sit out the whole season. Like, that's not going to happen. Like, he's going to play. He wants to be here. You can tell it. You can tell he wants to be here, just like his facial expressions, the fan interaction, signing autographs, stuff like that. Even at the yoga place, you could tell like he just wanted to be here. I just feel like from body language. But it is tough seeing this situation happen after we just had the best season that we've had in 30 years since our Super Bowl season. So it is tough to see that, especially with our quarterback blossoming, and you see our quarterback elevating himself as a leader, kicking guys out of drills like Ja'Cory Brooks for a false start. He kicked him out of a drill today. That's what Austin Eckler said, just because he wants to have perfection. Like he really is, like he has a possibility to be like a Tom Brady. Like of course he's gonna be his own man, but like that's something that Tom Brady would do. Yelling at his teammates to be better, barking at his teammates, and everybody's a different leader. So that just shows like Jaden Daniels, like his leadership is really going up, man. His leadership style, his voice and everything is really, really going up. So, but yeah, man, like I hate seeing this for Terry. I really do. At first I was saying 33, but I would give him 30, man. I think 30 is really fair, especially at 30 years old. You don't see a lot of 30-year-old receivers getting 30 mil, man. And he would I just think it's really fair. He would be getting the same as like Tyreek Hill. He would get the same as Brandon Ayuk. He would get the same as Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like he would get this is fair money. Like CeeDee Lamb's making 34 mil. You're not gonna get as much as CeeDee. CeeDee's 26. You're not gonna get as much as Justin Jefferson. He's 26 years old. He's making 35. You're not gonna get 40 like Jamar Chase. He's 25 years old. Garrett Wilson, 32 mil per year. He's at 25. DK Metcalf, he should not have been paid what he's getting from the Steelers, $32.999, $32,999,000. And AJ Brown's getting 32. Like AJ Brown, 20 years old, he's getting 32. And AJ Brown is just as good as a receiver as Terry. You can argue that he's better. So Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tyreek, 30 mil. T. Higgins, Terry's better than T. Higgins, in my opinion. And T. Higgins is a number 2. So I think Terry should make more than T. Higgins. I think Terry should make more than Jalen Waddle. He should make more than DJ Moore at 27.5. He should make more than Devontae at 25. He should make more than Nico Collins at 24. So, like I said, 30 is fair, but I think Adam really wants to be like 25, 26, 27. And once again, this is all speculation. We still don't know the numbers 100%. But I think 30 is fair. I would do 30 if it was up to me. I would do 30. 3 years, $90 million, call it a day. You look at the guarantees. Cortland Sutton got like 41 guarantees. So I guess you bump Terry up to 50 million guarantee for the contract. But yes, and I get the argument. People say you never want to pay somebody what they did with the previous regime. But for Terry, I think he gets a little bit of a pass, man. I think he does, honestly, because he played with Garrett Gilbert, Case Keenum, rest in peace Dwayne Haskins, Carson Wentz, Taylor Heineke, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Jaden, who's really good, and Marcus Mariota, who was good last year for us. But a lot of the guys that I just named, Kyle Allen, who's playing tonight in the Hall of Fame game, and he's about to be on his 6th or 7th team in the last couple years. These are the quarterbacks that Terry had to play with, man, and the coaches that he had to be under, and the ownership that he was with. So I get it, that's the previous regime, but I think he does, the consistency that he's had, and that's why he deserves to get more than Cortland Sutton, because he's been more consistent. You look at Cortland Sutton's numbers, he's had like a 700-yard season. Terry has never been below 900 yards, like ever in his career. Consistency. And you look at the top 100 right now, he has still not been named. And you want to talk about Madden, you don't want to just off Madden. He's a top 10 receiver in Madden. So I get it. I know Madden is not a barometer for who's top 10 and whatnot, but he's a top 10 receiver in Madden. Brian Mitchell tweeted out, is this a play to get things going or a real request? And Adam Peters, you know what he likes to do. He likes to wait until September to sign guys. I don't think that's the right thing to do. You got to get something done. You got to get something done, of course, way before September. But I just hate this for Jaden Daniels. I hate this for our young quarterback and just for our team, especially coming off of a high. And last year, I hate this with a passion. I really do. I hate this. Now we were talking about last night on Commanders Kings, whether it was a distraction or not. Clearly, it is a distraction. It's a big thing. This is a big thing right now. But like I said, I am still very optimistic. I'm not gonna say very optimistic, but I am optimistic that a deal's gonna get done. I feel like this is still a negotiation tactic, but there are teams that are definitely gonna be there's teams that already inquired. Like I feel like the Chargers and the Patriots. The Patriots are definitely gonna load up the Brinks truck. They're gonna load up the Brinks truck. They are. They are. So as always, you guys let me know what you guys think. But like I said, they got to get Buddy Baker up out of here, man. I just like I feel like some of this is definitely Buddy Baker for sure. You know, you look at his resume, like they got to start from somewhere. But like his top clients are like Patrick Ricard and DeAndre Carter, who was our former punt returner and kick returner. So Cam Curl just tweeted out pull up 17. So yeah, a lot of people are gonna be recruiting for him, man. A lot of people are. And like I said, the top 100, let me see what the top 100 is at right now, the NFL top 100, before I sign off. Yeah, they're at 55 right now. Aiden Hutchinson was 55. Justin Herbert was at 56. So the players feel like Terry is a top super top receiver. He is. He was just second team All Pro and broke the record for receiving touchdowns for the Skins Commanders Washington Football Team franchise. So, but all right, you guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. You guys let me know what you guys think as always. Hail the Commanders. Peace.